Hello everybody, welcome to LilyLuLou. If you're new here, my name's Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek, and today I'm going to play with my new toy from BeeBeeCrafts to make some tags. Hopefully the previous video to this one, or it will be linked anyway, I will try and remember to link the video. I did a little unboxing to show you the items that I've just received from BeeBeeCrafts. They've very kindly sent me a few items to play with, and so I'm going to do some videos showing you what I'm doing with each of those items. And one of the things they sent me is this tag punch, so I thought we'd have a play with that and see how we go. Now, under my desk here, just bear with me while I reach, I've got some leftover card from when I was doing all the crafting for my daughter's wedding in the summer. I've got all these odd shaped pieces left. This is mainly from when I was doing the place cards, I think. Some of this is paper, but some of it is actually card. So I thought I might be able to use some of the remnants and make some tags. I've got some bigger bits at the back here. Let's grab some of these bigger bits and see what they come out like. Just through there. Put that to one side. Right, so let's get my craft knife. So this punch makes 3 different size tags. We've got 1.5 inch width, a 2 inch width, and a 2.5 inch width. So let's have a play and see what they come out like. It'd be interesting to see if it's worth using the tag punch. You know, it's quite easy to make tags, isn't it? You just cut a rectangle of card and then shape the top. So let's see if it will be, you know, if it makes it any quicker or easier doing this. So this piece of card I've got left over here is 1, 2, 3 3/4 roughly of an inch. We don't want those black marks on the edge though, do we? So let's do a 2.5 inch one first and see how that looks. I'm also interested to see how the if you look at the top here, it looks like it punches a little hole as well for a eyelet. 1, 2.5. Oh, I can't see the bottom doing it that way. Let's cut this in half first. That'd be a good idea, because I don't want to take that long, do we, for anything? What's that? It's almost 12 inches. So if we cut that at 6 inches, that'll be all right for a journal, and that one will be a little bit smaller. And then, right, let's do a 2.5 inch one first and see how it comes out. Yeah, I want to see how the little hole comes out at the top for the eyelet and whether the eyelets I've got fit the little hole. So let's try the 2.5 inch one first, if I can get my ruler straight. So how are you all? I hope you're all well and safe, and your Christmas preparations are coming along nicely. How much of that? Oh, there's actually, no, it's less than 1.5. Ignore me, I'm talking rubbish, which is nothing new. Right, so I've cut that at 2.5 and it won't go in there. So this is obviously not very accurate. Can I tell how big that is from my board? 6, 7, 8. Oh, it does look like it's supposed to be. Oh, it's just a touch over. So let's just take off just a touch. I'd help if I could get it straight. It'd probably be quicker as well if I was using my guillotine to cut these, to get, you know, get all these to the right size first of all. I would imagine that this could be quite quick. You know, if you've got the guillotine going, cut all your strips to size and then whack them all through the punch one after the other. You could probably knock out tag bases very quickly, you know, and then you've just got them ready to decorate. Let's see if that's any better. Right, so that's fitting in there nicely now. It's a touch too small, but I need to try and make sure I've got that in the middle. Ta-da! That's an interesting shape, isn't it? That hole is definitely, I would say, going to be too big for the eyelets that I have got. Where are we? Inches. So that's about 1/4 of an inch. What are the eyelets that we have? 3/8, I think. 1, 2. Yeah, I think they would be too big to go in there. And so I would imagine that will be the same for, these are 3/16, so they're definitely going to be too small, aren't they? What did I say this was? That's centimetres, Karen. 1, 2, yeah, going to be far too big. So what would be nice is to get some ring reinforcers on there. I quite like it sort of embosses into the card. I quite like that, but I think that would need a ring reinforcer on it. Let's try a 2-inch one. Is the 2-inch one 2 inches? It looks like it is, so let's cut this piece at 2 inches and see if that's any better than the 2.5. It's exciting playing with new toys, isn't it? Normally I'd be excited to think of any new toys I might be getting for Christmas, but we're not doing presents this year because we're trying to move in the new year. And you know, everybody's a bit short of cash with the way things are. We've all agreed in the family not to do presents this year. Right. Oh, I like that one. So that hole is the same size. I've just realised I've got a hole in my ruler. How have I never noticed that before? Honestly. Yeah, quite like that. That's quite a nice tag. And let's see what the 1.5 one comes out like. So let's cut this bit down. I feel like there's something not quite straight there, but I'm not sure what it is. So I've just been out this morning and posted my boxes. So if you are new here, I have a membership called the Curated Cache, and I send out mystery boxes every month full of lovely things for your junk journal stash. So the December boxes have just been sent today. So I hope my ladies like them and they're happy with what they get. I always underestimate how long I'm going to spend putting these boxes together. It's so much fun. Right, now, can you see that? These are not equal. So I'm thinking perhaps I didn't have that quite in the centre. So let's go in with the other end, because this obviously is just scrap card, isn't it? And let's see how it comes out. I don't know if my strip isn't, perhaps my strip isn't square. It looks pretty square. And it looks like it's in the middle. Can you see that? I hope you can see. Okay, let's try again. Maybe I wasn't cutting it accurately enough. How big is this one? Not 1.5 inches. Let's cut a bit off of this. Get rid of that bit. Do we have a design floor on our 1.5 inch one? I'm just trying to see if this is square. It doesn't look like it is. So let's straighten up one of these edges. And then if I go 1.5 up here, so this should be square. Let's try again. So trying to let you see exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this exactly in the middle of the two guidelines, because there's obviously always going to be a little bit of, you know, you're not going to cut it exactly the exact width, and these are probably not exactly, as we say. Now that's better, so I was more careful that time, and I have got a nice shaped tag top there. So yeah, I think if you want to mass make tags, this will be a good tool. You know, go and cut all your strips to the same size on the guillotine, get it done quick, and then shove them all into the punch. I think, you know, you could end up with a lot of tag bases quickly to work with. Doing one at a time, not sure it's worth it. But, you know, this will be human error as well, because it's me using it. And I'm sure the more you practice, you know, like anything, the better you become at doing these things. So straighten that bottom edge off. So we've got 3 tags there. What should we do with them? What shall we do with them? Let us, first of all, give them a bit of, a little bit of colour, just to knock that white back a bit. I think I need a new, oh dear, a new vintage photo. Okay. Keep forgetting to talk. Sorry, not being very chatty today, am I? Haven't really got anything to tell you. Haven't got any news. Haven't been doing anything. I'm not ready for Christmas. even though I'm not buying presents. I haven't got any decorations out yet, haven't got the tree up. Being very, I don't know what's going on this year, it's just not happening. Seem to be very busy with other things, but not. I can't actually tell you what we've been busy with and what we've been doing. But yeah, feels a bit strange this year for some reason. But we'll get there. We'll do the tree this week. It's my daughter's birthday this week as well, so have a nice family celebration for that. Let's have a slurp of tea. Now I've got a box of goodies here I don't think I've ever really used. So this was from Your Creative Studio years ago. So maybe we'll use something out of here and decorate these tags. Do something with these. Got some stamps, got some washi. Something on here. What's in here? The mishmash here. And we'll have some. Got some tags in here as well. Envelopey type things. That might go on there. That's too wide. Oh, that's pretty. Bit shiny. Might hang that one as well. Right, let's do one at a time, Karen. All dinky little tags and some stickers. I want something to stick on the back of that. What's in here? That's a mushroom with some leaves, so I really want something that will sort of not go with it, but not, you know, if it's a mushroom with leaves, I don't really want a cat or a bicycle. That's pretty. Got a lot of cat things going on here. Right, how wide are these? Might have to trim something off. This is where we struggle to get the backing off, isn't it? Although, aha, there's a corner piece there that's got a bit missing. So that's ideal to get me started. Now normally I would just take a corner off and get this in position and then put the rest on, but as I'm going to be cutting a lot of this off and covering the rest of it, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to plonk it down about there. And then I'm going to pop this on top. Do I want something up here before I put this on? No, I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to go a bit wilder with the ink. I've got a bit of a Jenga situation going on next to me. Right, just got my new glue sticks delivered this morning. Different ones to usual. I ran out of glue stick the other day, and I haven't been anywhere to get new ones, and I was ordering something on Amazon, so I needed one more thing to get the 5%. You know, sometimes if you order 4 things you get 5% off. I was ordering 3 things. I needed one more, and I thought, I've run out of glue sticks, I'll stick some glue sticks on there. So I did. So I've got different glue sticks to the ones I usually use. So we'll see what these are like. Right, let's trim the excess off here. I've got a real mess on my desk now. I've got stuff everywhere. Okie dokie. Now I'm not worried about the back of these being white, because obviously wherever these end up, these can be journaled on, whichever journal they end up in. But I do want a little bit more inkage going on around here. And now, what else have I got on my desk? I want to stick something else on there. I don't know what. I don't actually know where my... Oops. I usually have a little box of ephemera type things on my desk, and I've just realised, I haven't seen it for a while. I don't know where that is. Yeah, just a little box of things that I can rummage in and stick things. I think it's because I've been working on themed things quite a lot recently. I've probably put it out of the way and haven't got it back out. That needs something else on it, maybe a word or a ticket or something. Here. Oh, we've got washi. They're stamps. Don't need those. Right. Let's get these other ones done, and then we'll decide what we're going to stick on them. So that, I'm going to do basically the same sort of thing on all these, and then I'm going to just have a little cluster of tags ready to use. Something on the background of this one now. This was the... I'm not sure if this is actually a sticker. It feels like it was the packaging at the back of the pack, but it also feels like it might be a sticker. It is a sticker. Interesting. So should we try and cut that down? Trying to hold everything in place. need to chop the top off. Or do you reckon I can get that back in? And yeah, let's have a go. If I can get that in the same place. Oh, look, we're being daring now. Do you think I can get that in the same place and then stick it on top? Ooh. I might be able to. Right, so let's get the top going first. I don't think I got that in quite the same place. Looks a bit wonky, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it and see what happens. Yeah, it definitely wasn't in the same place because it's not even. I thought it wasn't. I wonder if I could be able to even it up a bit. Doesn't want to go in now. Just making sure there's nothing in there to hinder it, because it feels like there's something stopping it going all the way. I shouldn't have done that. Right. Which side is wrong? I'm just going to try and trim this side without cutting the tag. Oh, my fingers won't work properly. Right. I'm hoping, because I can disguise the edges with some ink. Yeah, it's definitely not the same, is it? I wonder what was stopping it going right in then. Right, I'm going to stick it down and cut off the excess if it's hanging over. If it's not hanging over, we'll just disguise it with some ink like we did before. Let's see what happens. Cut the excess off of this side and we'll ink the other side. So something definitely went skew-iffy there. But if I'd have stuck the decoration on and then cut the tag, obviously it would have come out okay, wouldn't it? Right. So see what I mean about if you're doing just one tag, this is probably not a time saver. But if you want to do a mass make and have, you know, a load of tags ready to go, you cut all your sizes out first. It probably would be a time saver. What did I do with the other tag that I've just made? Where did I tuck it? I can't see it now. Oh, there it is. It's over there. And then I wonder if this one is wide enough, the bit that's left, for the 1-inch one. Yes, it is. Right, so what am I going to do this time? Shall I stick it on and then pop it back in to try and get the hole in the right place? Because I can trim the corners, can't I? Might be better to do the bottom actually, thinking about it. Because that's the bit that's got to be square, isn't it? The top we're going to fiddle about with, so. My desk is such a mess, I can't see anything. I'm going to have a mass tidy. Oh, I've stuck it the wrong way round, look. Got that black stuff on the back. So I'll have to stick something on the back to make that look prettier. But let's trim this down. Yeah, the black lines, they are the guidelines when you use the Cricut to cut things out, which I did for all the wedding stuff. It prints black guidelines so that the Cricut knows what's lined up where and where it's got to cut. Oh, that's better, isn't it? That was a success. So the more you use it, obviously, the better you get. Yeah, so these, I should have stuck this tag down, or should have stuck the, this should have been my front, and I should have stuck the sticker on. I've done it the wrong way round. So I will have to stick something on the back to disguise the black lines. So what have we got here so far? Let's move that up there. Let's have a quick slurp of tea. We've got our 3 tag bases, but they do need something else on them, and they're a little bit, this one is a little bit glary, so I hope that's not bothering you. Apologies if it is. Do I have to hand? I'm just going to go and try and find some little words or something. I'll be back in a sec. Right, I've just pulled out some bits and pieces that were under my desk. Oh, sorry for the noise. Everything's such a mess here. I feel like I need a really good sort out, but I've got nowhere to put anything. So I don't want to have a sort out. But then I think, oh, maybe I should just make a journal with everything, you know, whatever I can put my hands on, it's going in the journal to get rid of some of this stuff. Right, I thought that some of this might cover up that misprint on the back. You know, I could put a strip of something there, so that I pulled that out. I've got some little tickety bits here. I've got some little people. I thought something here might go on. I wouldn't mind, but I've made myself a little ephemera holder to live on my desk. You know, with all, you know, just to keep little tiny bits and pieces like this to hand. It's not on my desk. Don't know where it's gone. And I've got these vintage labels. They're not actually vintage labels. They're they were in a little book, you know, of ephemera that I bought. So sort of something there might go on. So let's start with the smallest first. Shall we try a little person? I need my snips for this. Maybe I should have cut her out while you were away. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? So if you're watching me trying to fussy cut, but I'm back now, so please just bear with me. So any of you that have a very small space to craft in and store your things, I'd love your tips for how you keep yourself organised and you know, able to find things, because you want stuff to be at hand, you know, to, you know, things are tucked away, hidden away, you don't use them, do you? I've got things, obviously, because I have such a small area here, I have a lot of stuff that's shoved away in different places, and I forget that I have these things, or I remember that I have them, but I have no idea where they are because nothing's organised. Everything's just shoved in spaces it will fit in to keep the living room tidy. So I'd love to hear your storage solutions if you don't have much space. What do you do? How to keep yourself organised and keep your, remember what you've got and use what you have and all that sort of thing. That was one of the reasons why I started the curated cache, is so that I could share out some of my stash, you know, and people could actually use it instead of it all just sitting here hidden away in boxes and bags and what have you, not doing anybody any good. Right. I keep promising myself I'm going to buy myself one of those, you know, those cupboards that it just looks like a normal cupboard, but it all folds out into a desk and you can keep storage boxes in there and what have you. I keep promising myself I'm going to treat myself to one of those, but because we want to move, I'm hoping I'll have a craft room again, you know, and then I wouldn't need something like that because I can just use all the old bits of furniture that I used to use to store all my craft stuff in. I can use all that again because those pieces of furniture are down in the garage because we don't have room for them in the house. But I can't keep all my craft stuff in the garage because it's not really dry enough, you know. It's not exactly damp out there, but it's dampish. So she looks quite cute, doesn't she? But I still think that needs something else. So what should we pop on there with her? Have I got a bit of lacy something maybe? Should we snip some of that and have that behind her? Nice raggedy old piece of lace. That's quite nice, isn't it? And then what we're going to have on these other ones, do we want more people? Can have a person on that one, I think. But I think this one, because it's got the mushroom and everything, maybe we'll just have, I like this, every second counts. Mind you, I feel like that should go on the little girl. It won't fit, it's far too big, but you know, when you have children, the days seem long, but the years go fast. Is that the saying? I think that's the saying. Need something else. Sorry, I keep going quiet because I'm thinking. I can't think and talk at the same time. What What else have I got here? Nope. Well, he looks rather dashing, doesn't he? I think he'd be too big on there. I think the bigger ones are too big, but not sure if he's too small. Let's cut him out and see how he looks. If I just do him quickly this time. Oops. Well, Max is being a good boy today. I hope I'm not speaking too soon. He's not shouted yet, has he? He looks quite nice on there, doesn't he? Right, let's trim him a little bit more. And while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about what to do with the bigger one. Well, I'm sorry if you can hear any noise outside. That's my neighbours. They're out in the garden. I'm not sure if the microphone will pick that up or not, but if you can hear any noise, that's what it is. Just hope Max doesn't decide to join in with the conversation. You should definitely hear that. He's been out for his walk today. Apparently he was a very good boy. He was playing with all the other doggies, had a lovely time, but he's not come back any calmer. He's come back full of beans, very hyper, bouncing around all over the house. Very barky, which wasn't good this morning because my hubby was on nights and he was in bed this morning. So Max being so bark a lot was not going down very well this morning. Let's hide some of that white because I haven't cut that carefully at all. So we'll use the cheat and hide the white with the ink. Do I like him on that lace or not? Oh, I've not hidden that white very well. Or just as he is. Maybe just as he is. I wonder if we could have the words on this one. He could be standing on that, couldn't he? Could he? What do we think? Probably need some ink on that. I didn't actually stick that little girl down, did I? think I was deciding if she needed something else. Keep getting distracted. Right. Yeah, quite like that. And then what do we want on this one? Do we want anything on this one? I tried that on there, didn't I? I decided I didn't like it. Don't think they're quite the right colour tone, are they? There is definitely a pinky tinge in that. Trying to find something to go along the bottom there that's picking up the pink. That's a bit better, I think. Right, let's stick these other bits down. So, where have I put the glue stick? Oh my goodness. There. I want him to sort of be standing. Oh, I'm really all butterfingers today. It's not sticking, I think, because this is card. Or maybe I'll do it the other way around if I put the glue on the front. Have him, oh. Who knew that this could be such a tricky endeavour? Right, so that's holding in place now. So let's get him down. And I will need the art glitter for this because he is on card. So he's a bit heavier. Wow, I'm so sorry this is such a long video. I hope you haven't all disappeared. It's supposed to be, you know, quick making tags. Mind you, you should know better if you've been here before. I did have him over at the side, didn't I? I quite liked the way that looked. Goodness only knows if he's straight. And then if I put glue stick on here, because that is just paper, hopefully that will be okay. Oh, goodness me, I've just realised how wonky that is. Oh, I'm really making a mess of this, aren't I? Just, some days are just like that, aren't they? Every second counts, and with Karen, every second feels like an hour. Right. I'm going to let him dry for a minute because I have made a bit of a mess on there. So let's pop him up there to dry. Let's see if we can do a little bit better with this little girl. Did I want her standing on something as well? Well, as I usually say, this is not a tutorial. This is a craft along. So hopefully you've just got me on in the background while you're working on something yourself. And then hopefully it's not too painful to watch. Okay, that's quite cute, isn't it? So I'm going to stick her and the lace down first. Just put a little bit of ink around this, just because you know, it is on white card and you can sometimes just see the white at the edges. Sorry, I'm going too close to myself again, aren't I? So I'm going to pop art glitter glue on the little girl. I don't think I should be crafting today. I sat down to craft over the weekend. I wanted to do a few videos, get ahead of myself. And I had a whole day and I sat down at my desk. I just could not find any inspiration. Couldn't think of what to do. So I gave up in the end and went and did some cleaning upstairs. You know, it's bad when you pick housework over crafting. Right, I'm hoping that will be that glue. No, let's do a double whammy. I was hoping the glue would go through the lace and stick, but I think we need a little bit more. And I also think I've put the lace on back to front, but I don't care. Don't care. Too late now, I've done it. Let's put that there. And then let's make sure we get this up the right way, because that's how we're going at the moment, isn't it? Pop that there. And it's a little bit off centre, but I don't care. We're going with it. I'm not going to try and move it now. I'm going to tuck that under there. Bit of weight on it to help it dry. Now let's pop this band down. And see where we're going with this one. I was thinking about then once I'd finished clipping all these together with an eyelet, you know, tying them all together so they were like a little collection of tags. But because they're quite different, each one's quite different to the next, I think I will keep them separate to be used in journals as they are. So, do we want anything else on there? It's too close. I was going to just use the word off of the title, but I can't cut it close enough for what I want. Right, maybe that's the crafting gods telling me that just keep it simple with this one and just stick this down. So that's what I'll do. Oops. Didn't ink that one either. No, that's not right. Okay, I am going to go and leave you in peace because I feel like this was a painful video today. So we have our 2.5 inch tag. Sorry, it's so messy on my desk. That's our 2 inch tag. And we have our little lady here with our 1.5 inch tag. So let me know what you think. Will you be investing in one of these bad boys? If you do, don't forget to use the code in the description box below so you get 10% off. And I hope you've enjoyed watching me struggle with this today. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again in another few days. In the meantime, take care, look after yourselves and enjoy your own crafty time. Bye.